this is an interesting comment from Stephen. MSTR has a very limited float and is being pushed up by Bitcoin so much that it may be put in the SPY and QQQ indexes, which will cause more forced buying with a limited float.
No, it won't. No, it won't. So those indexes, they have nothing is automatic. Those are hand chosen, and there's, I would say, a 0% chance that would ever get added.
It's addition to just their size. It has to do with their profitability. There's a whole formula for it to even be considered for the S&P.
But Dave, even if it met every qualification for consideration, they wouldn't do it. Period. Yeah. It's not happening. It's not happening. So I don't love that thesis.
That was the Dumb Money Podcast, a pretty big podcast on YouTube, and they talk about financials, investing, Bitcoin, and this is why you can't listen to everyone. Obviously, they were wrong. MicroStrategy was just included in the QQQ, and on Friday, this week is going to be huge for MicroStrategy. On Friday, we have that rebalancing for MicroStrategy. So let's go ahead and jump into it today. We have MicroStrategy closing at 408 on Friday, up around 4% on the day on Friday, which was really good to see. Bitcoin currently over the weekend, since close on Friday, is up 1.52%. So we can do some math here. If the NAV stays the same, with Bitcoin up 1.52% and the NAV currently being around 2.11x NAV premium, we could potentially see MicroStrategy go up around 3.2% if Bitcoin price stays around this 103 range on Monday opening. So where would 302 put MicroStrategy? Currently sitting at 408. We can easily do the math there. 3% would put MicroStrategy up around $12, so we could open somewhere around 420. That's just my best guess. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Am I completely off about that? Let me know what you guys think. And if you guys haven't yet, make sure to check out MooMoo. We have an affiliate link that will be in the pinned comment section and also the description below. They're a great brokerage where you can buy and sell MicroStrategy. They have MicroStrategy options. Any other stock you want, Bitcoin, crypto, and if you sign up, you can get up to 15 free stocks valued at up to $2,000 each. So it's basically free money. Make sure to check it out, and it also helps out the channel. And then some huge Saylor news here. Is SaylorTracker.com missing a green dot? So another scheduled announcement from Saylor. Every Sunday, he's coming out and saying, hey, we have been buying Bitcoin, and SaylorTracker.com has not been keeping up because they can't. They don't know when MicroStrategy is buying until Saylor actually tells us when he's been buying. So we'll probably see an announcement like we've been seeing the past couple weeks. Saylor's going to come out on Monday and say, this is how much Bitcoin we've bought over the past week. And it's been billions of dollars every single week. So expect maybe another $1 billion of Bitcoin bought over the past week from Saylor. That is something you got to watch out for. He's definitely been tapping that ATM. And then Bernstein, they provide financial advice to high net worth individuals. They just changed their MicroStrategy price target from $290 to $600. So they're ultra bullish on MicroStrategy. They're going to be telling people, their high net worth individuals, hey, you need to invest into MicroStrategy because the price is probably going to $600. Extremely bullish there. And you can see they say MicroStrategy's Bitcoin treasury model is unprecedented on Wall Street. In the firm's view, as it sees it as a company on an insatiable path to attract billions in global capital to invest in Bitcoin. Bernstein expects MicroStrategy to own 4% of the world's Bitcoin over the next 4 decades. So they're extremely bullish on BTC and MicroStrategy. So they're going to be telling their clients to invest in MicroStrategy. Good to see there. And then last week, the US ETFs gobbled up 21,300 BTC. Massive amounts of accumulation happening here in the ETFs. We also have Saylor buying. We also have all the news with the US Strategic Reserve. We have states wanting to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. We have other countries wanting to put Bitcoin on the balance sheet. Just a lot of bullish narratives and news right now. And you can see the US ETFs taking a lot of days of supply off the market. the past week, 21,000 Bitcoin. That is a big amount. And then Thailand to study the potential of Bitcoin as legal tender. Their former prime minister says his son, the current prime minister, may assign the minister of finance to study whether to accept Bitcoin or not as legal tender. Thailand, a beautiful country. This will be huge for Bitcoin. The first, I think, real big country. El Salvador is a smaller country to accept Bitcoin as legal tender. That would definitely be good for BTC going forward. And I definitely think Thailand should do this. This will help the country in the long term. They'll make all their citizens more wealthy, being able to hold Bitcoin, buy and use it as legal tender. And also if the country puts Bitcoin on the balance sheet, it could help the country in the long term. So we'll see if Thailand does that. And I think they may, because the former prime minister of Thailand says Bitcoin could go to $850,000. So we may see Thailand next year start to transition to this Bitcoin standard. This is something we need to watch out for. And then Binance founder CZ says the UAE already has Bitcoin in reserve. So the UAE is already stacking Bitcoin. They haven't made any announcements about it, but you can see CZ says that they have. So that's good to see. So a lot of news for Bitcoin this next week for MicroStrategy is going to be massive with the QQQ rebalancing. You have Bitcoin price rising right now. You have Saylor continuing to tap that ATM. The ETFs seem to have unlimited money, and they are just not slowing down. Hundreds of millions of dollars in buy pressure every single day on Bitcoin from the spot ETF. So everything is looking very good for Bitcoin going into 2025. And then there's a clip from Saylor I wanted to play with you guys. I'm going to leave you with this. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Really appreciate it. Like and subscribe for more content. We have new content coming out every single day. My name is Aaron from Bitcoin Bros. I'm out. Let's go ahead and check out this clip here.
It's a good point, and here's the way I would say it. The difference between money and speculation is, if it's money, then the largest holders are buying more. And if it's speculation, the largest holders are selling. So the real issue is, are the hodlers buying or are they selling? I'll give you an example of great asset classes that are money. Apple stock is money. Apple is buying more, and a lot of people that own Apple stock will buy more. New York City real estate or London real estate or Palm Beach real estate, luxury real estate is money. Because if you look at wealthy people, they're not selling. There's no one bragging about how they sold all their nice places in Palm Beach, New York, and London. They're buying more, right? If you've ever met a rich family that has real estate holdings, they don't sit around saying, yeah, we're going to diversify and we're going to sell next year. We're going to get rid of the entire portfolio at a huge profit over 10 years. What they say is, I'm looking forward to the next deal where we're going to acquire this building, or we're going to buy this other thing, right? They buy and they hold. And they typically buy and hold to give to their children's children, right? The same is true with art. If it's good art, collectors, Frick, Andrew Mellon, they didn't buy art to flip the art, right? They're not speculators. I bought a Picasso so I could sell the Picasso, right? They wanted to buy them all. That's why they call them collectors. So if something is deemed to be really valuable, you bought $1 billion of it, and your goal is to buy another $1 billion of it. And so if you think about all these things, which thing in the crypto ecosystem is that, right? Bitcoin is that, right? I bought a bunch of Bitcoin. My goal is to buy more Bitcoin, right? It's just a very simple acid test. Do you have an exit strategy, or is that the exit strategy?